Amy,
Okay,
what's your
here's
toxic mindset?
If I don't know that I'm going to marry them, why would I talk to them? Or
Oh my God, Amy.
That's toxic.
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
Hey, I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Hey, guys. We're back again. Woo!
Guess who's back?
And we have Lorraine with us this week.
You would so be a Lorraine.
If she
You
was
called me
60,
that.
probably.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize I called you that. I guess that makes sense. I thought I was calling you
Or
Lori.
maybe someone else.
Lorraine.
Lorraine?
It's probably
I've definitely
not.
said it
Okay,
before.
maybe, yeah, you say Lorraine.
Lorraine.
Which is also an old person name.
Yeah. Yikes.
You're an old soul.
Like,
In
what
the
it
best
is.
way. In the best
Old
way.
at
What
heart.
can she say?
I feel like I'm an old soul too.
So, yeah, back to episode 271. I knew the number because I listened. And today we're going to talk about some, shall we say, toxic mindsets we had to unlearn and how we went about that.
We're going to share our toxic mindsets.
You're saying that like you just came off the top of your head like toxic
Mindsets.
I feel like your guys is
like that's the title.
I know you're wondering why I gathered you all here today.
Yes, you're all wondering why I gathered you here today.
So you
And
can
it's
unlearn
that.
some toxic mindsets.
We're going to tell you
Yeah.
some toxic.
So don't forget to bring your toxic mindsets into work today.
Leave them at the table.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bring
do
your
it.
toxic mindsets to work. Okay. Let's start with our highs and lows of the week.
I have a disease where I'm clapping after everything anyone says.
Oh,
Okay.
I got mine easy
Oh,
for
go,
once.
girl.
Okay, my low is when, what's it called? Fish sauce?
Oh,
what?
Yeah?
Ariel knows, right? Asian. think
No,
it's
I
called
know
just
what you're talking
fish
about.
fish sauce,
I
yeah.
haven't tried it though.
Okay, so I had fish sauce in this glass container, and somehow when I opened the fridge, it fell. No, the whole
Oh,
the whole shelf fell out
Whoa.
somehow, and then the fish sauce.
No.
Okay, there's not that many things that are worse in your first trimester that could break. So it was glass and fish.
Wait,
No.
why did you have it?
I like making Asian.
And
But if you're so
um,
against it right now.
No, I bought it a while ago.
Oh,
like a
you
month
know
ago.
how
I
you know how your condiments are like 2 years old?
Oh, I was
are.
thinking you like made. I got
No,
it.
no. Yeah.
You can make I bought it for pad thai. You can make pad thai with it.
Yeah, I can't remember what I made
Pad thai is
with
so
it,
good.
but I love making different Asian food. But anyway, irregardless. Yeah, so I had shattered glass and fish sauce
Oh,
all over the floor. So then I had to clean the
Oh.
shelf, every single bottle of salad dressing, and the floor. And then I was thinking, how do you clean wet glass? Then I was wishing I had one of those wet, dry, like mop vacuums in one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
I don't know
Nick,
those.
we need one. Maybe I should ask for that for Christmas. That should
You
be
could
my
also
Christmas
take
present.
a shop vac and vacuum it with
That's
that.
so nasty. Yeah, so you have like, anyway, it was
that
a
is
long
the
process.
worst.
That was my low. I mean, it wasn't even that bad, but that was my low because I was like, this
Cleaning
is
up
really annoying.
a glass jar that broke that had liquid in it, that is the
So
absolute
annoying.
worst thing you can clean
Yeah,
up.
you're like, what do I
on
do?
multiple
Sweep
levels.
it, vacuum it.
I sweep it and vacuum it, and I wipe with a paper towel because I'm so
I do the
paranoid about
paper
the
towel
glass.
first, and then
And
and
you like,
then I
have to
vacuum
pick up
after.
the big pieces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was really stressful. And then of course the kids were like, "Can I step here? Can I step here?" And they were like trying to step on the glass without trying to step
that's
on
so
it.
scary.
Well,
Nice.
they'll learn if they step
Okay.
on it.
My high was yesterday. Barrett and his father, my husband, did like a father Sunday. So I was doing like a mother daughter day. So
Aw.
Tristan, I took her to Target. Okay, this is really weird. She really wanted headphones, which makes no sense. She doesn't need them for anything. She just wants them
It's the
because
aesthetic.
Barrett has them and Nick wears headphones every night
Oh
when he
my gosh. She's like,
goes
one
to
of the
sleep.
gang.
Like big headphones, right? Weird. So she
Wait,
wanted
Nick wears
headphones. Yeah, it's
Oh,
not
like noise
weird.
canceling.
No.
Like listening to some video or
Yeah,
something.
isn't that
yeah.
weird? Anyway, so she wanted headphones, but she didn't even want to use them. So I saw they had like some at Target, and so I'm like, okay, let's go to Target. And I didn't realize how much she was gonna love
Aw.
Target. And I
That is
just
so cute.
I just thought, oh, we're going, she'll be excited. But guys, no. It was like, I think it was like the most excited I've ever seen her. And because she was like alone, so she was like really yapping and yapping and yapping. She
She's
didn't have
probably
like an
just so
older
excited
brother
to be with you,
to
too.
yap over
Like,
her.
to have one-on-one time
It was
with you.
so cute. She's like, I gotta get one of these baskets. So she got like the basket, a huge basket, and then she's like, oh, Mom, there's chips. We should get chips. You should get these, and I should get these. She wanted to get all these chips, and then she's pointing all these women's clothing, being, can I get that for my birthday? Can I get that for my birthday? I'll wear that when I'm
You're like,
grown
well,
up. Can I get that for my
yes, we'll
birthday?
wear that in 10 years.
Every little thing. She was like screaming in the store because she was excited. She's like, can I get that for my birthday? Can I get that for Christmas? And all these like old ladies and then also like 10-year-old girls were being like, oh, she's so cute. Like they kept talking about her. It was really, really cute. But she was literally yelling in the store. And then she was freaking out when we got to the makeup because we were looking for perfumes. But then, oh my gosh, she was freaking out. She's like, Mom! So she was just freaking out about everything, and she was just so
cute.
happy and so excited. She was like, just so happy. And then we got candy corn. It's like, oh, can we get candy corns? So it was like the highlight. And she's like, can we come back here every day?
No.
It's like, wow.
She's going to be a Target girl in the
She
future.
loves Target. Yeah, so that was the highlight. We
I
did
love
that, and then we washed my car, which she helped me with, and then we went on a bike ride. Well, I don't
So
know,
fun.
So
that sounds like a great day, honestly.
it was so good. Yeah, it made me realize
Target.
how much we need to plan one-on-one time.
Yes. That's so special.
Because they love being together, but one-on-one time is really cool, especially as the younger sibling. When your older sibling is such a loudmouth and you finally get to talk more. She would not stop talking. It's like, wow, she does talk a lot, but it was like another level because she was so excited. She didn't have a loudmouth talking over. I say that because Barrett's just like me. Okay, we're both loudmouths. Okay, love him. Okay, next.
My high is that it feels like fall.
Yay!
It does.
Even though I love summer, I'm really just coming to love all the seasons. And every time there's like a change, I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's the best. Fall is
So
so fun.
that's fun. My low, you know how they say healing isn't linear.
Yes.
And they do a graphic that's like this.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's like the stock
You
market.
know how
hopefully
they
it's always
say.
going up.
It's like what?
Stock market. Hopefully it's always going up.
Hopefully.
You never know.
Your healing just going like this.
Hopefully.
Well, that's part of it. And then we go back up. But you know,
really
I'm just
backfiring.
having a non-linear healing journey this weekend. But it's like, I think
feel
it is
that.
a sign of healing though, because it's more like waves rather than like one tsunami, which I think is progress.
Honestly, yeah.
Where it's like, oh, difficult part of the day, and then like, oh, good part of the day, and then like difficult night, and then like, oh, fine morning, and like just a lot of waves hitting as I'm digging deeper into things. So I'm just a bit
Rattled.
shell shocked. Is that what they say?
They do say that.
Isn't that like a war thing?
Potentially.
I never knew that.
Shell shocked? I don't know
I
exactly.
feel like it applies to a lot of
That
things,
makes-
but you would apply
yeah.
to that.
Right,
a
where
lot.
you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
How many phrases have you heard your entire life, and then at one point you're like,
Yeah,
"That's
someone asked me, what does that mean?
means."
I'm
Oh my
like,
gosh! Like people say a bowl in a china shop. I thought it was like a BOWL, but it's
Oh.
it's a BULL. It's like a
Yeah.
bowl. Right?
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's funny.
What a life.
That's it.
I love a going up.
I have a very
general.
I was thinking of my low, I was like, oh duh. What was the thing that caused me immense distress yesterday? This was quite the ordeal. I did it to myself. I always hype things up to my children. I was like,
Oh,
buddies,
no.
I got a special surprise for you. They're like, what's a surprise? So I ran upstairs and I got them this like little dough stuff. And I thought it was going to be like Play-Doh, modeling clay type stuff because they've been really into that lately. And I was so excited to try out this new kind with them. And I brought it downstairs and they started playing with it. And then they were like, Mom, why is it sticking to my hands? And I was like, I don't know.
What was it?
It was called Just Dough. I didn't read the many 1-star reviews on it because I just bought it on a whim. And then I went back and I was like, oh, literally this has horrible reviews. Dang it. It was too late though. Like literally stuck to everything. So hard to clean. It was a consistency of bubble gum.
No.
And also like bread dough where it's just sticking
Did you have
to
like
your
Goo
hands.
Gone or whatever?
I think I wiped down the table 5 different times before it finally started lifting. And not only that, they started screaming because Leo had like a little cut on his hand. And this is supposed to be like non-toxic, all natural type stuff. But he had like a little cut on his hand. He's like, it's getting in my blood. And he was like freaking out.
Oh,
and then
no.
Dominic was screaming because he couldn't get it off his hands. And we're going in the bathroom, getting it all over the sink. And then I was like, everybody stop. I was trying to say, this is not an emergency. I was like, yes, it is. It's an emergency.
Sometimes I really do have to yell, put your hands up. And they do just put their hands up.
Put your hands in the
They're
air.
like, freeze, put your hands
in
up.
the air.
Don't move.
I grabbed each of them and like carried them over against their will to the sink. And they were like, ah. And I was like, furiously cleaning their hands with the soap, and they were like, "Stop it! I want to play with it." And I was like, "No, we're not playing with this anymore."
Playtime's over.
And then I brought them over, and they were like, "You're mean," and I was like, "I am so sorry.
You're mean. Like, what kind of a surprise is this?
I know. I was like, I literally
You
was
tricked
like,
us.
I got a special surprise, but I was like,
You're mean.
yes,
The dough.
they love.
You know what? We had a
You're
similar
mean.
thing happen this week because Tristan I gave them silly putty.
No.
Because I remember having it, and I remember it not being messy. Right?
Yeah, I do too.
And it was going
don't remember what it
fine-ish. And then Tristan
it's
got
like
it.
you stretch it.
Tristan got it all over her hair.
No.
Oh,
And
no.
so I looked it up. And I used olive oil to get out of her hair.
Okay.
It was
That's
stuck.
good.
Nick was like, give me a scissor. I'm like, you're not going to cut her hair right now. He was
me
going
the
to cut
scissors.
right
He's
here. I'm like, whoa. Let's Google it first.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
check Reddit.
And it took me a while, but I easily got it out. Okay. I got it out. She has no more silly putty. She has all of her hair.
So if you have
There
silly
you have
putty
it.
in your hair, use all of them.
Yeah, it was like oil-based things.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So that helps because if I didn't have oil, I wouldn't know how to get it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I made it like slide out. So it was good.
Okay.
I realized I
see.
thought of another one, and then it was actually another low. So it was like, and my brain was like, "Oh, a
Your low
significant
and your
thing.
low
Oh,
of
wait,
the
that was
week.
another low. I guess maybe the high of the other low. How about that? So Sunday morning, I was having I don't even know what happened to me. I feel like I've been feeling very mentally ill lately. Where
That's what she said to us in text the other day.
yeah, I texted them. I was like, "What do you guys do when you're mentally ill?" I was like, "We literally did podcast episodes on this," but in the moment, I'm like, I can't think. And I just have you guys ever had this happen where you go upstairs and Max is watching the boys downstairs, so it's like a rare moment of peace. I go upstairs, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna change, and then come back down and take them outside. And then the world just started rocking. I feel like I was disassociating.
Oh, yes.
And I was like, and I was like, I can't pick out an outfit. I couldn't think.
Kind of like you feel like you're going to faint or no?
Well, yeah, and then after that, I started getting a really bad headache, nauseous,
Yeah.
shaky,
Yes.
a physical symptom, and
do you
also
feel it in your legs? They go all tingly.
I just felt really unsteady and hot.
Yeah, I think
Huh.
that's an anxiety symptom.
And I'm like, what even happened? I feel like we were having a very chill morning. I don't remember
Yeah.
anything happening. We literally
Maybe it was the moment of peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Came flooding in.
I mean, it was at the end of almost 2 weeks of being home alone, with the
Yeah.
boys, but not any other adults. Max was gone most of the days at work.
That
just
will get you.
I'm clawing at the
Yeah.
walls. But yeah, so sorry, that's 2 lows. But the high was Max was I felt bad because he was in the thick of the sickness, and I was I'm not trying to be let me have some time to myself because he was barely hanging on. And I was I just came out and I was I feel really weird. I don't know what's wrong with me. I feel mentally ill. I feel kind of sick. And he was I think you need to go take some time to yourself. And I was no, I can't leave you. You're not feeling good. And he was no, I'll be fine. The boys were just playing outside. He's just go take 20 minutes. So I literally just went upstairs and I just stared at the wall. I was and I was what is wrong with
that's
me?
a good thing to do. I feel
And then I had this
TBH.
thought of this is when I snapped out of it. I was you have felt this way before, and then it went away.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna go away. And I don't know why I feel this bad. It could just be because I've been home alone for 2 weeks. That was kind of what my brain went to that conclusion of I was what is wrong with me? But yeah, I think that was a good moment of just okay, you know what? My therapist said that to me one day. There was this one weekend where I was I had a horrible weekend. It was early postpartum with Asa, and I was I felt so anxious and just distressed all weekend, and I felt so just out of it. She was okay, well, what'd you do this weekend? I was I don't know. I took care of the kids, went places, whatever. And she's you didn't do anything harmful. Like, she's like, yeah, it's like, it sucks that like you felt really bad, but like sometimes you just feel bad. And sometimes you just have to like keep going on with your life and then you feel better. And I was like, that's true.
That's real.
Yeah.
So that actually helped me a lot to think of that. And then it went away.
Well, it's probably like regulating you. Because I think that sounds like it's like an anxiety response.
Yeah.
Even though it didn't feel the same. And then you just had to like regulate your nervous system.
Yeah, I could see that. Just sitting there for
girl,
like a
you
little
just spent
bit.
like 2 weeks being sick and taking care of sick children.
Oh, you know what's a good one I should have said? Lay down with your feet elevated.
Oh, well, legs up a wall.
That one actually really helps.
I've heard that's really good.
That's like pretty instantly calming.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a really good one.
Is
You
that
should
why
try
I
that
love
one.
the
And you can do that even if
when
you're
I'm
around your kids.
distressed?
Super easy.
Yeah, that's a good one. I should do that next time. I always forget in the moment. I like my
I
mind
know,
just
it's
goes
so hard
blank,
to
and I'm
remember.
like, what do you do?
Just try to remember that one. That's a really easy one.
No,
Yeah.
something
I
must have
use
been.
ice.
Ooh.
Ice works so well.
Yeah.
I didn't see
I've
this
done that.
text they're
Sometimes
talking
it
about.
works.
You didn't see it?
No.
They were both sending
We
stuff.
were responding. Lisa and Lauren were not responding.
Well, you didn't see
I think
it.
I
Maybe
thought you
you're at
guys
church
were
or
discussing
something.
a video or something. Where I was
No,
like,
I
oh,
sent
didn't
a
see the
TikTok
video.
in
Mornings.
response.
You guys might have been at church
Oh,
or something.
yeah, I was at
I was like, I
church
feel like
and
they're
then-
probably busy.
Yeah,
It's like a busy time.
a
Sunday
big
morning.
thing I
But
started
use ice.
Yeah.
Take
Okay,
ice,
yeah.
put it on your wrist, and like where your heart is, in the
Oh.
back of your neck.
That's
Dunking
good.
your
That
face
is
in ice
the
water
I need
has
to make
helped
a
me.
note.
best anxiety, like physical relief that I've found.
I feel like you need, if you have anxiety like stuff, like it attacks or whatever, you need to like make a note in your phone and like pin it
Yes.
so it's right there so you can remember what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've started lately like squeezing my entire body really, really hard and then releasing it. And I
Yeah.
keep doing that until I feel like at least a little bit better. And it does actually tend to help because it's like it gives a feeling like a sensation to the feeling that I'm feeling.
Well, that's like when people do that. What is that thing where it's like progressive muscle
Relaxation.
And that helps you like
that
sleep.
helps. I have done that a lot when I couldn't sleep. Where you clench your fists and your feet and then you go, and you like
Oh, yeah.
you like keep doing it and then undoing it.
Because
and it
I
helps a
think,
lot.
it's such a physical like energy.
Yeah.
Like anxiety has so much energy to it.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I'm doing physical things, it helps a lot.
All I do now is my humming thing. When I start to feel a little anxiety, I don't really get strong anxiety anymore. So I just do that when I feel a little bit, and then it brings me back down, and then I just stay down. Isn't that crazy? I'm just humming all the time. Ooh, all the time. All the time. I'm just humming and just keeps me in that place. So dumb, but it works. It is so dumb,
Yeah. Or
but it works.
yeah.
So weird.
I feel like something must have been going around because I was crashing out this weekend as well. It was not the time.
Was it the same time as me?
Maybe it was after.
it Sunday?
It was
No.
similar days.
Okay.
But it was not the greatest time to be me. And so in my crashing, I was like, oh, I should go to this big event. Why? I was like, I don't know.
You
You
know
know
what?
people makes it better. It did not.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So I was like at church, and then I went to go have it out with the Lord. All the church doors were locked, and I was like, oh. And then there was one door that was open
Oh no.
into this little chapel. So I was like, God opened the window. I was like, maybe because sometimes they'll like keep one door open or something randomly. I felt I was literally going to every door at that church though, and I was like, I felt a little stalkerish, but there was like a bunch of people there.
Yeah.
So I was like, but like on the other side. So I was like, I don't know. So I go in and I'm like having it out, crying, having a literal meltdown. And, as we should in the presence of our Lord. David
Amen.
danced, I cried, just how life goes. And I literally am
wept.
like, it's Jesus wept and so did I. Exactly. So then I'm crying. And then this police officer walks in the chapel.
He's like, all right, where's this criminal? Oh, it's Amy.
And he's like, are you aware the alarm is going off? I was like, what do you mean? And I had
you broke in.
I had like a weird feeling because I was like, there's one door that's open and the lights are off, but there's one door. So I'm like, it must be fine because people are here. And I like texted my friend. I'm like, do you know when they're gonna like lock this or whatever? Because I don't want to like get locked in or something random.
Oh my gosh.
So then you just
So
you have
then
to just
he was
leave.
just like,
That would be
well,
so-
yeah, I'm not gonna stay there with the
You're
alarm.
like, excuse me, I was in the middle of something.
Yeah, I was like, I'm literally like furiously like trying to like wipe away all of my tears that are just like really going.
Oh.
And he was very nice about it. He's like, is there anyone else in here? And I was like, no, just little old me.
Doesn't sound very nice.
He was though. He was just
Is
like
anyone in
looking
here?
around. He's like, are you where there's? And I was like, there was no alarm. It was silent. It was dead silent. I didn't hear it outside. I didn't hear it inside. And like, I don't know what. Apparently
broke
there
into the
was a
church
silent
unknowingly.
alarm, and I broke into the church to cry it
Wow,
out.
Breaking
So
and entering.
that was like, I just really, I felt like that was, because I do randomly get the cops called on me sometimes in my life, and it's just like it's a thing
Bizarre
that,
experience.
yeah, where like I've had noise complaints called on me
What?
when I'm like sitting there listening to music in like a random cul-de-sac.
Well, your car
Wow. Police
is
comes for
really
me.
loud.
You have?
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm just, you know.
The
People
level
are
of music
wild.
you can hear. Have you heard it when Amy's
Yes,
listening
I
to
have.
music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
I
really.
try
hear
to do it
from
a
miles.
little quieter.
It is super
She
quiet.
sounds like a hip
Or
hop
loud.
producer listening to like.
Well, and when she
their new
sings
mix.
with it, with the
Yeah.
windows closed, you can totally hear it like far away.
I'm allowed, so I'm wondering if he was like hearing me like crying.
He's
so.
like, there's a woman
Oh,
who
Were you
Like,
like
what?
loudly crying?
Oh, wait,
Oh,
in
yeah.
church?
a broken tree.
Wait,
No, I had stopped right. No one was there. I was
He's like, excuse me.
I'm sorry for laughing.
but
That's
I
actually sad.
stopped before he had walked in. So I'm like,
I didn't
he's
realize that
probably walking around the church
That's actually really funny.
with this moaning myrtle.
Oh my god.
Oh.
So,
Did
yeah.
you feel better after that, or did you feel shaken?
Well,
by
I
the
felt
wall?
like I didn't get enough time to cry.
Oh, rip.
Well, you got more than you're supposed to. So you gotta be grateful.
Yeah, I literally posted it on my little like private story. It's like I like in the chapel, and then I was like, oh, the
They're,
police
like, kicked
came.
out of the
Sorry,
chapel. Not the police. Did everyone do theirs?
La Policia.
La Bolivia.
We're gonna go
And our
to the
run-ins
main
with the police.
the main topic. We're gonna share our toxic mindset, which mine actually goes perfectly. I don't have to start with mine though, but mine goes perfectly with that because it's about anxiety. But first, I tell you, Lisa's not here because she's supporting her husband through his cancer treatment. So she comes in like once a week and she shoots TikToks and does like original music related stuff mostly. So she's all over TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Unfortunately, she's not on the podcast very much anymore. So sorry about that, guys. But we gotta use her for our number one priority, which is our original music. So sorry about that, guys. But if you want to get every full episode of the podcast, you should join our Patreon, linked in the description, patreon.com/Cimorelli, and you get every full episode. It's supporting us. If you're like, I really want to support them, it's a great way to support us. You get our Monday videos. There's a Monday video every week on Patreon, and it's normally like a behind the scenes look at what we're doing, like how we shoot things, how we write things. Like it's like you're there, literally, like you're there in the writing sessions. Because Errol just like filming and we're just like pretending that no one is filming. We kind of forget actually because we have to be like, cut that out. We speak very freely and then she has to cut a lot of stuff out. But it really does show you what it's like in our writing sessions and then what it's like shooting TikToks and YouTube videos and blah, 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 everything else. So if you want all that, if you want to support us, patreon.com/Cimorelli. It's only $5 a month and you get all the episodes, all the Monday videos, Lisa's Wacky Wednesdays. Oh my gosh, everything the past we've done, and you're supporting us. And you get to be a part of Lauren's Take and the 5 Povs. All right, guys, into the main topic. Laura, you start since you weren't here last week. What's your
This
toxic
one I
mindset?
feel is you're not gonna expect.
Oh, okay.
But maybe you will.
If you
I don't
listen
know.
again, you
But the toxic mentality is that I have to help everyone that needs help because they can't figure things out themselves.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, and it has
That's
actually
real.
changed so much for me to like actually let go of that. And the toxic mentality really is that people are helpless and that like, oh, I
Yeah.
need to help them because they cannot figure this out themselves. But actually learning a 180 that is not a real sentence, but you can
Learning a
maybe-
180.
learning a 180 on that. That
I
it's
love to learn a
actually
180.
good when people figure things out themselves. And when
Amen.
you don't come in and fix everything for them, and letting myself off the hook of not having
Over
to
functioning for people who are under functioning.
Yes, not having to like come in and save the day. It's like not like gonna be like, well, figure it out yourself, bye. But like,
Like,
okay,
what would they
I'll
do?
listen to it.
What would they do without me? Oh, they would learn how to
They
do
would
it.
figure
They would
their
make
life out.
mistakes. They would be
so true.
upset that they made the mistake multiple times. They would
then
learn
learn
how
it.
to do it. That's what they would do without
Well,
you.
and like, oh,
I'd
they
learn this
need
too.
help with this situation, and like, oh, I'm busy, or like, I can't do this right now, but I have to do it, and I have to sit here for 3 hours and help them figure out what to do, or I have to do something that like I don't actually have to do. And I think that felt really like cold-hearted, but I actually see it as something good, because so many times in my life when I had to figure something out myself with like support from other people, right? But not someone coming in and fixing it for me.
Yeah.
It's like I learned and grew. I almost said growed. And grew
You
so
did.
much from that.
Honestly, love
So
that.
that I think is a really like low-key toxic mentality that you wouldn't think is toxic. It's like, oh, I'm just a loving person. I just want to help people, but
Constantly
it goes too far.
over functioning for someone who's under functioning, and you
Yeah.
end up doing them a disservice.
You do, because they need to just like make the decision
People
themselves.
need to make their own decisions and mistakes
and like figure
have
out how to get out of the
opportunities
situation.
to grow.
And
Yeah.
You're robbing them of those. I really
yeah,
this-
and there's
this one.
there's a balance with that too. Of,
Yeah, you don't wanna be
support,
selfish,
but
a selfish
not,
moron.
Like, yeah, like offer support, but then it's like there's a line where it's like you are like going to their brain for them. You don't need to do that.
Well, yeah. What do you think about like Mary when Jesus is on the cross and on the journey to the cross? She's supporting him, but she's not taking it from him.
Yeah.
She's not jumping in front of him. She's not like speaking for him. She's not like being like, you let my son down.
Yeah,
Like, what are you
that's
doing
an
to my
interesting
child?
point.
No, she's sitting there like looking at him, loving him, following him, but like
Yeah,
giving it to him. Like it's
Yeah.
not hers to bear in that way.
Yeah, and I'm just saying it really just takes a burden off you when you stop thinking that way.
And this is why we need community, folks.
I used to feel like that a lot, especially with like band stuff, because I would do way too much. I'd be like, I have to remind Lisa this, and especially Lisa and Danny with the video stuff. I'd be like, I have to remind this person, and then I was like, literally, what's gonna happen if I don't remind them? Then I'm like, they're gonna fail, and this is gonna go up late, and this is gonna happen. And I was like, I have to let it happen because they're gonna be so upset they made the mistake. And I finally let those things happen. And they grew so much. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
I'm glad I stopped doing that. And it was so much pressure trying to micromanage everything.
That's not right.
A tough lesson to learn.
It's huffy.
What's your first toxic?
My first
mindset?
one is if it's not perfect, why even try?
The classic. That'll get ya.
That hits.
Which, thinking
That'll
about it,
get ya.
I feel like this really stuck out to me in college. That was when I feel like I first like really took this on of like procrastination and how intense it was to like be really worried about doing a good job on assignment or a paper or something,
Yes.
and just pushing it till the last minute and then staying up so much of the night to do it, like, and then every time being like, that was horrible, I'm never doing that again, and then literally doing it again. Like, but I feel like that's just one element of it. The other element of it is like, I think in the past, if I'm afraid of something, I'll let my OCD take over and be like, let me just research the crap out of this. But I feel like, yeah, it's good
It's
to be
an
prepared.
avoidance.
But it also is like, you can't just like research your way through everything. Like,
Yes.
yeah.
sometimes life just happens and there's no reviews. Like, there's no reviews now, sometimes there are reviews and I should have read them on that dough thing. Wow. That was wild.
Yeah.
But like, also too, I feel like I've also realized that with the fly lady system, which I still do to this day, 2 years later.
The cleaning,
Like the cleaning
schedule.
system where it's just
Look
like,
at you.
she just has you do very small things. And I feel like that it just really changed my mind. Like, it doesn't have to be this like agonizing 2 to 3 hour
All or
thing.
nothing thinking.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way.
I do that, and I think of you.
Oh,
and I'm
you
like,
do?
oh,
Oh my
I should
gosh.
sweep my floor, and I'm like, oh, but then I have to do this and that, and I'm like,
Just sweep the floor.
done is better than perfect.
It is. It really is. Or just set a
then
timer
I
for
just do a
5
little
minutes.
sweep. Yeah,
Say,
it
I'm just
doesn't
gonna
have
spend
to be
5 minutes.
perfect.
Yeah,
It's great.
and it's going to be better than
It's
it was
better
before.
than nothing.
Yes.
Yeah, and what is
Yeah.
perfect is the enemy of good or whatever.
Yeah, I have to say that like
Amen.
I spent so long not mopping my floors because
Yep.
I just
It's
kept
so
saying
hard.
for so long. Oh,
It is so
I need to wait
hard.
till I have an hour and really do every little hard surface in our house. Oh, I just need to wait, and then like months would go by, and then she said just set a timer for 10 minutes and power mop your way through your most trafficked areas. Whoa.
Boom. Most
That
traffic
is
areas.
genius.
That was mind blown.
Brilliant.
And then I was like, mop it every week for 10 minutes, but it really made a difference. Like my
Yeah.
feet were so much cleaner walking on the floor. So yeah, it
You
does make a
can
difference.
really, the house breathes
You can
differently
pow-
when
yes.
you mop.
No,
And if
it
you
doesn't.
I know the
Yeah.
air just feels so much better.
It does. Oh my gosh.
I gotta
Yes.
get to the mopping.
Yes, I mopped the other day and then I lit a fall candle.
Oh, that's luxury.
Oh wow.
That's
It was-
luxury.
It was a very powerful effect.
Amazing.
So good.
Amy?
Okay,
what's your
here's
toxic mindset?
Here's one that I fear Catherine will relate to. If
Called out.
I don't, if you, okay, how can I had a way to say I have like low brain function thanks to
If I don't water my flowers, they won't.
Yes. No. If I don't know that I'm going to marry them, why would I talk to them? Or
my God, Amy.
Yes,
That's
it's complicated to say.
No, I get it. I get it.
Because
I
it's
feel it.
so easy to be like, well, I don't know
Yeah.
that I'm going to, like, what if he's this, that, the other thing? This is why I ran away from that guy the other night. You guys remember
Did
that?
you ever see him again?
No.
I was wondering about that.
No.
Oh.
But I don't know that he was anything special. But, like, it's a thing of,
It
like,
doesn't matter though, because
Yes.
how would you know?
You
Exactly.
don't
There's
the
know.
principle.
That's the thing. It's like, I think we're sold a lie. I think we're sold a lie.
Where do you think that
Of
comes
what?
from?
Which
Wait,
is
what's
I think
that?
it comes from purity culture, actually.
Oh.
That we have to know.
You didn't even grow
that
up in
we're
purity
going
culture.
to no,
So how did you get this?
because
It's
all of my
like
dating life has been
Social
down
media,
here,
books,
though.
friends.
Yeah.
And
Do you-
people
like,
tell
yeah.
you like you're not taking dating
Yes,
seriously.
yes.
You know,
I guess I never heard
We
anything.
grew up in
Married.
the South. Okay?
Yeah.
You guys didn't.
All
Yeah.
my dating experience is down here.
yeah.
Is,
Yeah.
is
It's
like,
Is that
different.
how
But
your
I
friends
felt
talk
that
about
way in
dating?
California
that's
too.
how a lot of the like very religious people talk about dating. It
But
just-
listen, and here's the thing: it's not
Yeah.
wrong
we
that
grew up in a different.
it's not wrong that
town.
you should take dating seriously and you
Yes.
should like date with marriage in mind if that's what you're like.
But you can't know
But
that you're
you
gonna
literally
marry
can't know,
someone.
so you have to delete that.
Unless you speak to them,
And
and,
just try
it's
to get
so
to know them.
hard. It's
Yeah.
so hard to get past.
It is paralyzing.
No, my friend last night we were talking. She's like, "Why does nobody date anyone around here?" And I'm like, "That's why."
They're like,
No.
I don't know that I'm gonna marry you, so I can't even try.
That's
Sorry.
literally it. Like genuinely, because it's so. I think because it's so scary to feel that vulnerable.
Yeah.
Why don't you just
And-
have a conversation then?
Exactly.
Why don't you say it is legal in
the
Tennessee
United States.
to have a conversation with a man? You say, I'm
Yes.
just having a conversation for the sake
Well,
of practicing
I
that.
fear I've become far too utilitarian.
I think you need like a
Where it's like,
a
if
different
this
thing.
is not for a purpose, then what's the point of it?
Or
Well, I feel like you could make a purpose out of anything though, so you could make it
True.
a purpose.
or you go on a first date with a very marriage-minded man,
Ah.
in my case, and they literally grill you about all these ins and outs of your views on parenting. And I'm like, I don't have a child.
Oh my
And they don't even
gosh.
end up getting married though.
Oh yes, that's another story for another day. But yeah, it's like, what? I'm sorry. What's your opinion on corporal punishment?
I would like to know that
I
in the
would be
beginning.
against.
But it's
but
like,
I don't know.
Is that your first date?
Guys, we were literally hiking up a hill.
No, it's good. He said that. Then you're like, okay, bye.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
It is good that he told on himself up front.
Yeah, it's good to know.
It's
Very
very
against it.
good that he told on himself.
I think
up front.
I think I like very strongly was like, I am very against that, and I like stood up, and he was like,
stood up.
I was
You
like,
stood
no.
up?
I mean, I was hiking, but I probably picked up my pace. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
No.
how dare you?
Picked on my face.
But yeah, so that's what we're working on. We're working on it. We're working
I love it.
on being open and having more fun
Good. I love it. It's so good.
and taking the pressure off.
Love it.
Yeah.
No one wants to feel
Just
like
a
they're being
conversation.
It's like scientific inquiry.
Yes.
Getting to know a man. Maybe just,
Yes.
I'm getting to know
Like,
a
Yeah.
man.
can I ask how much you make a year?
Yes, exactly. Can we get a
ask,
credit check?
Yeah.
How's
your credit score?
One time, my aunt was like,
Oh, what was your name again?
You should. I mean, our aunt was like, you should get every man psychologically evaluated before you date them. I'm like,
Well, you do
You're
the
so
psychological
right.
evaluation. You hope you did a
I'm
good
like,
job.
can I get a professional?
Send your
in here?
resume here.
Yeah, it's really hard when the person doing the psychological evaluation, aka
Is
you,
you.
is infatuated
Yes!
with the person. They don't normally do the best
It's not
psychological
It's
evaluation.
really not a. What is that?
Well, that's why you have your friends do it.
Yeah.
You have Lauren does a psychological evaluation. They really
gosh.
give you the
You're
real
really
evaluation.
not a non. Is it partial? Is it non-partial?
Yeah.
You're not a non-partial source for the psychological
Yeah,
evaluation.
this is why we have friends.
Yeah,
friends and
that's
family.
why they meet people that you know.
This is why.
So true.
Okay, so mine goes with the anxiety. So this was really eye-opening to me from my therapist this year, who's like an OCD anxiety specialist. And this is what I learned from her. She pointed out to me, she's like, what do you do when you're anxious? And it's kind of interesting because we were talking about, and I was like, I said all these things like going on a walk, blah, blah. She's like, all the things you mentioned are avoiding anxiety to make you feel better. I was like, yeah, isn't that the point? And she's like, no, that's not the point. She said, if you're so far out of your window of tolerance that you're like losing your mind, like you were saying, do something to get yourself back in your window of tolerance. That's fine. She said, if you're there, bring yourself back. But then she said, you don't need to do all of these things to avoid anxiety and make yourself feel better. You need to sit in anxiety and feel it and continue on with your life as you feel it. And as you tell yourself, I don't have to not feel anxious. I don't have to make myself feel better. There's nothing wrong with me that I'm feeling anxious right now. This blew my mind because this went against everything that I had been trying to do for years, which was avoid anxiety and pain. Like, okay, I just got to make myself feel better. But it made sense because I did all these things to make myself feel better. And yet here I was at the age of 34, that was a few months ago, age of 34. And I had pretty severe anxiety throughout my life, flaring up and going down a bit, then flaring up. And it was just never getting better despite all the therapy I was doing until I worked with her. I think that specific thing we were doing was ACT, acceptance something therapy. And it's where you like radically accept your circumstances.
Wow.
That actually ACT, the like different like things they do in that, game changer. So anyway, that mindset for me, it felt fake to me. Like that doesn't seem like it's going to work, but I don't have severe anxiety. I mean, I hardly have like medium anxiety anymore, which I've never been able to say in my entire life. She really like did a little miracle on me. So that mindset, I started letting go of it. And it was such a relief to be like, I don't have to figure out what's wrong with me and why this happened. And I don't have to make myself feel better actually. That was not something I thought before. I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And I would try everything and sometimes nothing would work. And I had all these tricks and I would try them all and nothing would work. And it's weird not trying anything and just feeling
Well, because it feels really scary.
Yeah,
in the
terrifying.
moment. It feels like
terrifying.
something's
You
wrong.
want to crawl out of your skin.
And also you're like, oh, anxiety. Oh, like this is a disorder.
It's a bad thing.
But anxiety is not always like disordered anxiety. Like it's a normal thing to feel in normal things that are causing you anxiety. Like the disordered part is like when there's no like reason to be anxious. Like there's like life causes you anxiety, especially as a mom. You have plenty of things to be anxious about. It's like, I feel like, it's not realistic.
It was hard to know. Sometimes I'd be like, I don't know what I'm anxious about. But then I'm like, I don't need to know.
Yeah. Like,
And she said it's like, it really is like a wave. She said all your emotions are like a wave and they come. And then if you let them pass over you, they just go. But she said when we start to like try to avoid them, then they keep trying to come. It's really weird. They keep trying to come and wash over you and you just keep pushing them down. And then she said that can make them stronger. She said it tends to make them stronger and much longer lasting than when you let the wave wash over you. She said it tends to pass much quicker and not be as severe. So the odd thing is when you accept the anxiety, you don't fear the fear, then the severity goes down and you don't feel like there's something wrong with you, something you need to fix. And it just felt so fake to me, but I've been doing it. And now when I feel anxious, I don't panic anymore. Because I'm like, oh no, crap, this is going to like ruin the next hour of my life, the next day, the next whatever. I'm not going to be able to sleep. I'm not going to be able to whatever. I don't do that anymore. I'm like, yep, that's anxiety, whatever. And I feel it. I do my laundry while I'm feeling absolutely horrendous. I'm not like, oh no, because I'd be like, I'm a mom now. I was telling her like, I can't do the stuff I used to do. Like I would want to take a bath, go on a walk, journal. A lot of my journaling was actually ruminating, I realized. That's a problem. So I was ruminating and avoiding, which
Sometimes it
are
doesn't
compulsions. So I was doing that the whole time. And I'm like, I can't do any of those anymore in motherhood. So my anxiety is getting worse. And it was already really bad though. So how much worse was it really? And that's when I realized, oh, I don't need to do any of them actually. I haven't done any of those things when I'm anxious. And my kids are crazy every day. And they don't set me off like they used to. Because when it would set me off, I'm like, yep, makes sense, whatever. Or when I don't know why I'm anxious, which happens a lot, I don't have to figure out. She's like, you actually don't need to figure out all the time. Like, oh,
What a
It's like
So-
the fear is worse than the actual like
Exactly.
emotion
Yeah.
or whatever
exactly.
you're feeling.
So you can make it shorter
the story of
and
it.
less severe by just accepting it and feeling. Same with guilt. She said it. I have this thing that's like guilt attacks, like an anxiety attack. I would have guilt come on
I feel
all the
that
time.
sometimes.
Oh, that's
And
so
she said
real.
it's coming on like an anxiety attack is what I'm noticing. And I was like, oh, wow, game changer. So then when it would come on, I would just let it pass over me. And I'll go like feeling a lot of like guilt and shame right now. And I sit in it and I think about how much guilt and shame I'm feeling. I don't think about why. I don't think about how do I change it. I don't think about what did I do. I just go, oh yeah, it feels like this and it feels like this. And it's literally like you want to crawl out of your skin. But then it gets easier. So hard, but absolutely life-changing. Absolutely life-changing. So that's one that I let go of this year. What's your next
Simplicity.
toxic mindset?
I had to crush my weaknesses out of me and become inhuman.
You mean you spent so long trying not to be human?
You will ascend.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Update from the I'm So Blue episode a few weeks ago. I think it was 2 episodes back. We're closer on Human, the song.
Oh yeah.
We're close, guys. We did another revision. We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're really close.
Although I wouldn't really say I unlearned this one. I think I'm still
You're working on
that
unlearning
one.
it?
I'm working on unlearning that.
I think motherhood helps with that one a lot.
Yeah, well, it's just like how it's like I want to be good, and this is good, and anything bad is not good. So it's
Yeah.
like
Delete.
I need to not do anything bad or not be anything bad because I want to be good. But
Yeah.
I think it's like there's a wider perspective on what good
Perchance.
is. It's not so black and white
It's not perfect.
as my therapist tells me. Black and white thinking, all or nothing.
Yep.
Because I think that it's like I confuse good with perfect. And I'm like, well, I want to be good. What's like doesn't everyone want to be good? But it's like what I think of as good is actually perfect, which is not real. And there was such a good homily about this last week, where he was saying to be human is to be
human.
vulnerable and poor.
Oh.
Because you can't take anything with you. Not even your body.
Yeah.
Like the human condition is one of poverty.
wow.
And it's really vulnerable, and everyone has so much shame about being human, and then you try to cover it with like, oh, making a bunch of money, having all these accolades, like putting up all this armor that's like, oh, I don't need to feel this shame of my humanity being so vulnerable and poor. And I was just like,
wow.
whoa, because I keep thinking about that, and then like working on this song about that too, about being human, and like this isn't really something unlearned. Like something I'm like thinking about right now.
Currently,
And like I'm like
unlearning?
deconstructing it.
Well, that's a
So
really
you guys
good
could
homily.
give any thoughts on that if you want, but
I'm
that's
still
kinda where
unlearning
I'm
it
at.
for sure.
I'm like, I'm just trying to like accept that like your humanity is good and not something that needs to be fixed. But I think it's just hard when you have such a perfectionistic mindset to really like take that in and like embrace it.
That is really stark though. Like you literally are taking none of these things with you. Like you live your whole life and leave it all behind.
Yeah, and it's
Except
like
for the
it just
person
was
that you
so
become.
yeah, and saying like we are all just trying to like cover our shame of being human.
Yes,
But we all are, and that it's like that. There's like beauty in being human, and like he's saying to be human is to be in right relationship with God. I was like, whoa, okay,
wow,
so yeah, that's what I've been thinking about.
wow.
That's really
It's deep.
powerful.
Cause like
I wish there
yeah,
was a video of that homily.
cause
Oh,
the
maybe there
things
is.
that we leave behind though, like, are how we treat the people that we love. Cause that's what is left for us is like memories,
Yeah,
and like our physical things are left.
Yeah, and
behind.
that can be generational.
Yeah.
What you left behind with how
Yeah.
you treated people
and it's
yeah.
like
can go
That's
for
what you got.
generations
that's
and
like the most
generations.
important thing that you are doing in your life is like who you are.
Wow.
Well, and you're just never gonna be this perfect thing, and you can't outrun the human condition.
Yes, and that's why we need the Lord.
Yeah, that makes me
So
think of
rad.
the I feel like there's so much stuff in the Bible of that where like blessed are the poor in spirit.
Yes.
It's like your poverty really does connect. Like I feel like people hear poverty and they think of like a socioeconomic thing, but I think it really is like your weakness, like your vulnerability, and that really connects you with God. And and like I feel like knowing that and admitting it to God, and letting Him like love you there,
Like embracing that.
yeah, being like,
think that's what we're supposed to
I'm
do.
still loved by God, like even with this weakness or this thing
Ah.
that maybe doesn't seem very like appealing to many people, but like
Yeah.
but it actually is. Yeah, it's your humanity. That's so good. And it's interesting how like there's such a strong pull in our world of like power and wealth. Like
Yes.
that's what the world like whispers. And I feel like there's just this big mindset and culture of like wellness to the point of like it's like
Superhuman.
it's like
Yeah.
You're not
it's
human
like I'm
anymore.
gonna hack
They're trying
my
to
way
outrun
into like being
Your
this
humanity.
like everlasting God, and it's like
But you're not.
But you're
gonna
not
Because
do
it
God.
feels so powerless to be a human. You're like,
Yeah,
how
it's
can I not feel
scary.
powerless?
It's
Yes.
scary to accept that we are not like helpless, like oh you can't do anything, but like we are
but against
powerless.
plenty things like
We're
death.
powerless
Yes.
against life
like
in so many
circumstance.
ways.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
And you have to trust that like there's a benevolent, like powerful God above you that is going to take care of you, and that you're not gonna know what's even gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you just have to trust that it's gonna be okay. Like
Yeah.
that is very powerful.
So I've been rereading Reaching Out, I think. It's by Henry Nouwen. I think that's how you say his name. And the first thing of it is like going from loneliness to solitude. And he's
Oh, I need to
all
read that.
it's
Wow.
so good.
That's so, I've been,
And his main point is like creating that space in yourself for yourself to be a person, and like so you can sit there and see the things of the world and the atrocities, and like see people in pain and do live your life, but you're like you have a center, like you have to create it, and like knowing that the things that life throws at us are like the journey, and they're not like or what is it saying, accepting the interruptions as just parts of the journey. And it's like so beautiful because he's like, we're all trying to outrun our loneliness all the time, but when we are only trying to outrun our loneliness, we're like making our relationships from like this greedy and needy and like this like what is it called, like the little barnacle perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to the Cimorelli podcast. To hear the rest of this episode, join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cimorelli, where we post every episode in full. You can also watch all of our past seasons and Patreon-only episodes when you become a patron.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.